not sure why I decided to start this vlog right now. Well, kind of. I meant to start this earlier. It's like 4:30 and I meant to start it earlier. I didn't. And then I know if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it today. And then by the time I actually start this vlog, I'll be like over halfway through the book that I'm currently reading for this vlog. So here we are. I'm in Toys Truck because my car is getting the brakes done. I am in the Target parking lot because I just needed a trip to Target. We're gonna go and see what speaks to me. I also need to get something for dinner, so we'll figure that out once we get in there. But this reading vlog, I'm sure you will see from the intro that Jess from Honest Fiction made, which is incredible. This reading vlog, so Cheyenne came up with this idea, and it's where you take a recommendation from one of your favorite tropes or genres and you give that to someone, a friend, and they give you a recommendation per your favorite trope or genre. So my two books, the first one, which is the one that I'm currently reading, I got from Baron from the book Baron. I told her I wanted a dark romance. Even though I don't read a whole lot of dark romance, I still consider it like one of my favorites. So she gave me Twisted Obsession by S. Massery, and I'll go into that in a second. And then the second book that I will be reading, I got from Jess from Honest Fiction. I told her I wanted a fantasy romance, and she gave me Black Horse, White Knight. White Knight, Black Horse? No, White Horse, Black Knight. I think. I'll have the picture up. And I forget the author of this book as well. I've heard mixed things on that one, so I'm interested to see where I'm going to fall. Okay. Twisted Obsession. I'm currently, I think, 35% of the way through this book. We are following Melody and Jacob. Now, at the beginning of this book, we find out that Melody has amnesia. She does not remember who she is. She doesn't remember anything about her life. And the only person who the hospital could contact is like a distant cousin. That's the only family that they could, find for her. Apparently her dad is in prison and her mom is dead, and there's no one else. And her cousin doesn't know anything about her. They have not been in contact for years. So she's staying with her cousin, and they go to this hockey game where one of the players is like staring at her. And she goes to the bathroom, and someone walks up to her and says like, "Hey, Jacob wants you down here." And so she's like, "Jacob, that must be the guy who was staring at me. Like, maybe he knows who I am. Maybe he can give me a little bit about my past." Well, Jacob is obsessed with Melody, and they had a little fling. So she was his English professor, which I'm assuming that because at this point in the book, I don't know that it's been revealed that she was actually his English professor, but they were having an affair. So he knows who she is. He knows a little bit about her background, but he has decided to use this to his advantage. He's a little pissed at her as well because she just like up and left. He hasn't heard from her in like 2 years. And it takes a little bit of convincing for him to be like, okay, she really doesn't know who I am. She doesn't even know who she is. So like I said, he decides to use this to his advantage. And he starts sneaking into her room in her cousin's house and pleasuring her as she sleeps. She thinks that it's her cousin that is sneaking into her room. But no, that's Jacob's plan because he wants her to move in with him. He wants it to be where she just kind of relies on him for everything. And like he's going to be so ingrained in her life that when she finally realizes like who he is, what has been going on, that it's too late. Like she's in too deep. This is dark, okay? So he does sneak into her room and pleasures her while she's sleeping, but then he also is drugging her and doing things to her while she is drugged. So very non-consensual, okay? Like right off the bat, 30% in, and it's like, oh, okay, you are messed up. You're one messed up dude. But you know what? He's a hot tattooed hockey player, so it doesn't matter if he's messed up, right? Like, we can like him anyway. Yeah. That's all I have to say right now, but I will update you when I have an update. I figured I would show you guys my newest like hyperfixation meal. Buttered noodles. I used to eat these all the time as a kid and then got tired of them. But I recently saw on TikTok girls making them and I'm like, yeah, I need some. So I've had buttered noodles like every day for the past week. And I added protein today. I didn't mix them together because I don't know if I want to eat them together, like mixed together. I'm weird, I know, but I just needed some protein. And then as like a second lunch, a little snack, protein bar. So that's my lunch. I'm going to do some planning, catch up on book reviews. And yeah, got my Alani here, of course. And I'm currently listening to Twisted Obsession. I switched to the audiobook. So there you go. Hi, I have updates because I have finished Twisted Obsession by S. Massery, but I wanted to shout out a subscriber who sent me a book, Stacy Howard. Thank you. I tagged you on, at least I hope it was you. I posted on Instagram and I tagged you in my story. I really hope it was you because if not, I look like an idiot for whoever I tagged, but she sent me The Doctor's Daughter by Shari J. Ryan. World War II historical fiction, obviously. I'm just, all of it. You all know all of it. I want it. So thank you so much for sending me this. I cannot wait to read it. And just, yeah, I'm just excited. So thank you very much. Okay, Twisted Obsession. I feel a little like stuck in the middle with this one. Cookie is desperately wanting in here. She is come on. Oh my word. Okay, Cookie is now in here, so you're probably gonna hear her and see her running about in here. I am torn with Twisted Obsession because while I had a good time, like this was just pure entertainment, there were a few things in here that I was like, ooh, I don't like that. I didn't like some of the things that happened in here. And then I feel like I was missing some context between their relationship and how they met. And because it's very clear that they had like a previous affair, but none of that was ever talked about. And I feel like I truly didn't understand Jacob as a character and why he was so obsessed with Melody and just why he was the way that he was. So upon further research, I think that there is a novella, like a prequel novella, that is a must read before this one. I did not know that. So that's, yeah. I don't know. I still enjoyed it. Like I said, I think there was just some context that I needed that you don't get in this book. So if you're gonna read it, I would recommend that prequel, even though I have not read it. And then also, there was a part in here where Jacob is trying to prove to Melody that, like, you're the only one I want, you're the only, you know, person that can excite me, arouse me, you know? So instead of him just telling her, and maybe he did it this way because he didn't think that Melody would believe him, but what he decides to do is text a puck bunny to come over to his house. He then proceeds to have her, like, strip him naked, try to give him a hand job, and then try to give him a blow job. All the while, Melody is sitting in the chair in his office watching this. And he's like talking down to this girl who is an innocent party in all of this. Like, you text her for this. She just answered your text. Thought she was gonna get lucky. Boy, did she not. But yeah, I feel like there was a way that he could have went about that where it didn't involve another woman and she's attacking the strings on my dress, where it didn't involve another woman and him just absolutely just being an ass to her. So I did not love that part, but I did like that he was crazy. Dude was crazy. There was a lot of sex in here too. I mean, like, a lot. Some consensual, and I already talked about the non-consent that is in this book, but it's a very dark book. And I didn't hate it. I do wish I had read the prequel. I might go back and read it, but now it just kind of feels pointless since I already know what's gonna happen. I don't know. But yeah, that is my update for Twisted Obsession. I'm going to start White Horse Black Knights today. Piper does have soccer practice today, so I'll probably take my Kindle and read while she is at soccer practice. But yeah, I will update you all when I have an update. You gonna play? Get it. Oh, look at her little belly where she got fixed. It's starting to grow back though. Get it, girl. You gonna play too, Murph? You can go play too. Little cuties. Get it. Okay. We're gonna ignore whatever is going on with my hair, okay? It's a day. So, I have finally started White Horse Black Knights by Evie. Crap. The last name is just totally left my brain. I don't know. I'll have the picture up here, obviously. You guys, filming brain is a thing. I can sit down and know exactly what I want to say, but then as soon as I like hit record, there's nothing going on up here. Absolutely nothing going on. Okay. This is a bodyguard fantasy romance. We are following Sabine and Wolf. Now, Sabine is the daughter of a nobleman, and in order for her dad to pay off her debts, he has arranged a marriage between Sabine and Lord Rion. We're gonna go with Rion. So at the beginning of this book, we meet Sabine and she is waiting for someone to come and pick her up and take her to her betrothed. And who does Lord Rion send? None other than Wolf, his most trusted bodyguard, his most loyal bodyguard. And Sabine is not very happy. She does not want to be married, obviously, but she has no choice in the matter. And she's really extra not happy because she has to ride on a horse naked for, how long was it? 19, 20 days? I think 19. I can't remember for sure. But quite a lot of time naked on a horse. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the things that leave your body, the things that leave the horse's body? It's not going to smell good. It's not going to be good. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, Sabine also has like very long hair. So she has braided it to kind of cover herself, you know, keep a little bit of modesty to her. But, you know, everybody's seeing what she's got. They're seeing it. Okay. And now the reason that she is having to ride naked for 19 days across the country to her betrothed. There, in this world, there are like sleeping gods and goddesses. And one of the goddesses, she did the same thing. And so it's kind of to like pay an ode to this goddess. And I don't know, I feel like he's just trying to see what he can make her do almost. I don't know. It's weird. It's very interesting. So you have her and Wolf who, you know, they are alone together, traversing this country, and they're starting to get to know one another. And there's some tension. There is some good tension, okay? And Sabine can feel a little innocent and naive at times because she was pretty much kept like away from everyone and everything. So she doesn't know the way of the world, I guess. And then you have Wolf, who is just very grumpy and like just this sort of like inline dude who only cares about his job and only wants to do good in his job. He, you know, doesn't really have a family or friends. He's just kind of a loner. And he, at the beginning, like he really wants nothing to do with Sabine. But, you know, again, they are alone in the woods. And they're having to rely on each other quite a bit. So far, I am liking this. Where is this going to go? Where is this going to go? Because at this point, like, he's so loyal to Lord Rion. Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know. Also, Sabine has magic. So in this world, the gods have blessed certain people. But I don't really know why certain people are blessed, but they are. And Sabine's magic is that she can talk to animals. And so she, along the way, is speaking to all these animals, and she talks to her horse, Mist. So, I don't know. Right now I'm having a good time. I just don't really know where it's going to go, but, you know, we shall see. And I will update you all once I am probably finished with this book. Okay, let's talk about White Horse Black Knights because I have finally finished it. Apparently there is an audiobook. I didn't think there was. It's just not up on Audible for some reason. So I kept checking Amazon and it wasn't there. And I'm like, usually Jess, typically that's how she reads her books, is via audio. So I'm like, I've got to be missing something, right? And I found it on Hoopla. So I listened to it today, and you guys, I'm so tired right now. You'll see this vlog before the other video goes up, but I spent like just a day doing my favorite things, and I went to Barnes & Noble and Books A Million, and I was out in public for far too long today. And then I came home and I've been doing laundry and dishes. So that's how I finished this book while I was doing chores. And you know what? I'm going to give this a 4-star rating. I actually really enjoyed my time. I know when I updated you all the first time, I wasn't entirely sure how I was going to feel about the book in general because it was very kind of like the same things over and over, and they were just traveling, but I actually really liked this. I thought it was fun. Now, the only reason that I'm giving this a 4-star rating is because I do feel like the romance moved a little too quickly for me. And the lust was definitely there from the beginning. And I don't think it wasn't insta love or anything like that, but I think just how the book is set up in general, it's just it's going to be lust forward because the girl is literally naked. So, he's having these thoughts. He is escorting her to a place, and, you're gonna look, you're gonna see things. And I would hope that a man wouldn't think things just from seeing a body, but we all know Cookie is in here. She's playing. So it did feel very lust heavy, and the romance again it moved quickly. The switch from them kind of being friends to all of a sudden they're in love was quick. But I still had a really good time with this book. I thought it was super fun, and I'm looking forward to see where the rest of this series go. So yeah, 4 stars for this one. And I think that's all for this video. Make sure that you all go and watch everyone else's vlog that is in this collaboration. She just bit my book, you little brat. Oh my, she literally just... Okay. I cannot get this ending done. Be sure and go and check out everyone's vlog that participated in this collab. I will have them all linked down below. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have made it to this point, leave me a horse. Leave me a horse emoji. I think that is very fitting for the last book. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.